C'est moi.
Thought you'd never show up. We're crowding call time.
Get the piano going. This will be a short one. I'll put it in code.
Sensational?
No. Some more pitch blend. 40 carloads.
Head north?
Yeah, for Germany.
Highball. You didn't even get the chance to sign off. Czechoslovakia. Pitch blend from Spain. 250 carloads into Germany in the past 30 days.
And British intelligence says they've taken the whole output of monocyte from Norway.
Our trouble is, we haven't enough people who can analyze scientific data. Pitch blend and monocyte. I'll be out of town till tomorrow night. I've got to talk to somebody who can analyze it.
Who's there?
An old fraternity brother.
Why, Clem. How are you?
Don't know how I am. I've been wandering through cellars and breaking down doors, trying to get to you. Are you hiding something from me?
No. What are you hiding from me? I thought you were in the Army.
Just to put you in your place, I'm a colonel.
Why the civilian clothes?
I'm in OSS.
Never heard of it.
Well, that's fine. We're not supposed to get any publicity. It's the Office of Strategic Services. Around Washington, we're called the Cloak and Dagger boys.
Sounds romantic.
Sure, very. We do a lot of things, Alvah. Intelligence work, morale stuff, operations behind the enemy lines.
Why are you telling me all this if it's so hush-hush?
How's work in nuclear physics these days?
So-so.
Oh, don't close up on me.
Well, it's hush-hush too, Clem. Government work.
I know. You're working on the Manhattan Project. That's why I'm here. What does this mean to you?
Pitch blends for uranium.
Monocytes for thorium. We're not working with thorium anymore. 235 has a more convenient atomic structure.
Any chance the Germans have learned something about thorium we don't know?
The Germans? I wouldn't think so. But quantities like these aren't for the laboratory. They're for large-scale operations.
You think they might be working on an atomic bomb, too?
We've all wondered. They got the brains. They know as much about nuclear fission as we do.
Well, Alvah, they are working on an atom bomb.
Clem, this is the first time I was ever sorry I'm a scientist.
Why?
Look, in a few years, maybe, we'll be able to break up the atomic structure of this apple. When we do that, it will become a bomb. The energy in this one little apple could pulverize this university, this whole town, its fine hospitals, its libraries, its wonderful medical schools, to say nothing of all the people in it. But we still wouldn't be able to make one little apple. We're running ahead of ourselves. Society isn't ready for atomic energy. I'm scared stiff. For the first time, thousands of allied scientists are working together to make what? A bomb! But who was willing to finance science before the war to wipe out tuberculosis? And when are we going to be given $1 billion to wipe out cancer? I tell you, we could do it in 1 year.
But if anybody's going to develop the atom bomb, you want it to be us, not the Nazis.
Not much choice in that.
Alvah, we need more trained men on this. We've got to know how far the Germans have gone, where they're working, how we can stop them. Most of our agents aren't equipped. They don't know what to look for. They're missing clues, I know. This is a race. It's the Germans or us. We've got to get more scientists into our outfit.
How about what I'm doing here?
I'm already authorized to take you off. You know the problem. You're single. You can speak a little German.
But you've got to volunteer.
There was a time when I thought I'd like to become some sort of a secret agent. But I gave it up at the age of 8. Okay, brother. You're now a spy.
I've got 2 plane tickets back to Washington.
Can I even have time to wind things up here?
Ordinarily, we'd give you a few weeks. But I want you to take a look at this. Noah?
Dr. Katerine Loder, one of the great ones. Used to be my scientific pinup girl before Hungary sold out to the Nazis. I suppose now she's right in the center of German atomic work.
She's in Switzerland.
Since when?
About 6 weeks. She came over the Alps, alone. She's been in a hospital in Zurich with pneumonia. A few days ago, she got in touch with the American consulate. Said she wanted to see one of our scientists.
You don't know how happy that makes me feel. Say, if she's just out of Germany, she can tell us. This is a terrific break.
And if you'd stop feeling so happy about it and go home and pack a bag, you could see her in a couple of days.
Okay.
Wunderschönes Zimmer für Sie. Hotel Metropole.
Imperial, señor. Hotel Imperial.
Herr Wilson hat Zimmer 306. I hope you find your room satisfactory.
Ich bin überzeugt davon. Dankeschön.
Very sorry, sir.
All right. Here we go.
Dankeschön.
Don't turn around. The lady you want to see is at the Angela Hospital, room 168. She's there under the name of Mrs. Hecate.
Il y a quelqu'un pour vous voir, madame. You may come in. Not too long, please, Mr. Wilson. What is your real name, Mr. Wilson?
Alvah Jesper.
I know your work. Thank God you've come. You don't know how indebted I am to you.
To me? When people find out what you've done, they'll know you're not only a great physicist, but a great woman.
Maybe the story isn't ended yet. What will people think? What will you think if I were to go back to Germany?
Go back? Oh, but that isn't why you crossed the Alps or got in touch with us.
No. But you see, I thought I'd be safe here. I'm not. The Germans have found me again. Yesterday, I got a letter postmarked Zurich and to go to Italy to work. I've been collaborating there with Polder.
Giovanni Polder?
Yes. If I don't return, beginning Sunday, 10 anti-Nazi Hungarians are to be taken out of concentration camps and shot each day. And each day, they promised me a letter with names. With photographs of the dead people.
So the Germans are working on atomic weapons.
Italians, too. They're all coordinated.
Then what would happen if you went back and your work helped them to succeed?
What happens if I stay here? I cannot live day by day knowing that innocent people are being shot because of me. I'll go back. Or I'll take poison. I can't decide any other way.
Suppose you went back to work with Dr. Polder. But you met difficulties in your work. Obstacles. Understand?
Yes. That's possible. That's possible.
And if you felt strong enough for it, you could help us, too, with information.
There are ways of communicating?
I think so. I'll have to discuss it. Arrangements will have to be made. And...
Believe me, I would be strong enough for that. But you have to hurry. They've given me only until Sunday. And before I go back, we have to talk.
I'll need every bit of information you have.
If you only knew how the British set them back when they bombed that heavy water plant in Norway, it meant a delay of months for them. But what if you can't arrange this?
Don't worry. It can be arranged.
I would...
Madame, vous êtes attendue dans la salle de radiographie.
Oh, I forgot. They keep worrying over my lungs. I'm due for an X-ray.
I'll be glad to wait.
No. Come back tomorrow morning. I'll have more strength then. We can talk all day.
Don't worry about anything.
Alors, me voilà. Je suis prête. Tonight I'll sleep. It's such a good feeling to know you can sleep.
Are there any calls for me?
No, sir.
I'm expecting a call. Will you please have me paged at the bar?
Glad to, sir.
Oh, excuse me.
Lassie, what's the matter with you? I'm terribly sorry. She's always getting caught under people's feet.
That's a dog's privilege. Martini.
Yes, sir.
Very dry, please.
Now, this must be an American. By your clothes, the drink you ordered, surely an American. And by the fact you are new in this hotel, perhaps you are just over, huh? Close it. Tell me, open. Tell me, friend, are we going to win? Our cause, I mean. Naturally, I'm anti-Nazi. The big question is American industry. If steel production, for instance, can go to a 95 million tons, then we will win. So now tell me, how are things in America, huh?
Excuse me. Pardon me. Would you mind terribly if I sat down?
Oh, I see. Our Gestapo friend has been pumping you. He does that to everyone new around here.
Thank you. My name is Andrew Wilson.
Mine's Ann Dawson.
You talk like an American.
I am. You know, Fritz over there, he's not very dangerous, but he's a frightful bore. You better stay away from him.
Mr. Wilson. Call for you, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you. May I?
Certainly.
Wilson speaking.
Listen carefully. Don't say anything over this phone you don't have to.
Yes?
Something must have got snafu'd. You run into a double play. Why did... The Tootsie you're sitting with is one of the slickest operators on the other side. Knock down that grog, but not too fast. And fade. Wait for me at home plate.
Trouble?
Nothing I can't handle.
We're in a jam. They found out about you. Somewhere along the line, you tipped them off. You made a mistake.
I followed instructions to the letter.
And how did they kidnap Dr. Loader?
What are you talking about? I just saw her this morning.
Between the time you saw her and now, she disappeared from the hospital. She didn't walk out. She was kidnapped. I knew there was something up when I saw that Dawson woman with you. What have you been doing since the time you hit the airport? Give me every move.
I came through the customs.
What did you say?
Told them I was at watches.
Nothing else?
No.
Go on.
At the barrier, there was a photographer. I figured he didn't look like the real article, so I didn't let him snap my photo.
That's it. That's your mistake. We've been keeping away from Loader. When you didn't let him take your picture, they knew you had a reason. So they trailed you. That's how they knew you saw Loader. That's why they snatched her. That's why they put Dawson on you.
And I thought I was being smart.
Forget it. How are you to know? You're new at this business. So they kidnapped her. But there's something we can do about it. Get the number of Dawson's room. I'm getting ideas. Meanwhile, let your acquaintance with this Dawson woman develop.
Will you tell me the number of Mrs. Dawson's room, please? Thank you. No, you needn't call her. 221.
221.
Yes, sir. There you are, sir. Oh, don't bother, sir. I'll take them up for you.
Hello. You're certainly prompt. Come in. Won't you sit down? Have a drink before dinner?
Thank you.
I'll just get my wrap.
Never mind the rap. We'll skip dinner this evening.
Really?
I have something I would like to read to you.
Oh? Are you writing me poetry?
In a way, yes. This is a copy of a sonnet, which will be dropped off at the German consulate within a few minutes. It's written on bank stationery. It reads, Dear Sirs, I am only a clerk in this bank, but I am a true friend of Germany. You ought to know that a certain Ann Dawson, presumably friendly to us, has recently deposited with us the sum of 5,000 American dollars.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
She was accompanied to the bank by a tall American whom I have never seen before. It was he who paid over the money. Signed, a watchful friend.
But I...
There's a postscript. Mrs. Dawson and a tall American seemed very fond of each other.
But I don't understand. What does all this mean? And why should the German consulate be interested in me? I'm in Switzerland because of my husband. He's in the Air Force. He was shot down, and he's interned here. I'm an American.
Technically, yes. You were born in America. You were raised there. But in 1935, you joined the German-American Bund under the name of Hilda Winters. In 1937, you were arrested for organizing anti-Semitic and anti-Negro riots. In 1939, you were in the Columbia House, Berlin, working for the Gestapo. Since 1940, you've been operating in Switzerland. Yes, you're an American, all right, but it makes my stomach crawl to have to admit it.
Crooked lying pig! Do you think the Gestapo will believe a clumsy frame-up like this?
I think they will. We'll find out soon enough. It's now 7:28. I'll be getting a phone call at 7:30. If you haven't told me what I want to know by then, the letter will be delivered.
Why, they'll laugh at it.
I rather think they'll do some checking. A woman who looks like you was in the bank with me today. Her signature was an exact duplicate of yours. Look. They must have been worried about you from time to time. They have a theory, once a German, always a German. It may apply to Americans, too.
They know I wouldn't betray them. They know how loyal I've been.
Until an American agent went to work on you, offered you money, and at the same time rekindled that faint spark of patriotism deep down inside you. You know, if it ever gets out why they shot you, you may end up as a heroine. All I want to know is, where is Catherine Loder? You tell me the letter will be destroyed.
Andrew, please believe me. I don't know where she is.
Send it.
Wait.
Hang on.
She's at the Edelweiss.